Biggest lie that I've ever heard from someone is to say, I do not have time. I don't have time to pray. I don't have time for my parents. I don't have time for my spouse. I don't have time for my children. I don't have time for my friends or for my work or whatever it is. It's not that you don't have time, brothers and sisters. You do. You have to prioritize your time. What is more important? What is more important? Psychologists and philosophers got it right. They said humans tend to make excuses that they have no time because they fear the guilt of accountability for making choices. If you make a choice, it's on you. So you say, I don't have time, so you don't feel guilty. So you don't feel guilty. So it's reassuring to convince yourself, I have no time, by lying to yourself. When it comes to time, we can either make excuses, as one speaker said, and that really stuck with me, or you can make sacrifices, my dear brothers and sisters. Do you know how love and meaningful life comes? Through sacrifices, not through excuses, through sacrifices. And here are 4 things that you should do to get your time right. Number 1, prioritize. Prioritize first what is pleasing to Allah, what Allah told you prioritize, and secondly, you can tell what is more important than others. Number 2, give what you prioritize each an amount of time. Don't use all the time in the world for it. Each one, specify a time and finish and move on. Number 3, discipline. You need to be disciplined, brothers and sisters. The worst thing we can hear from anybody, and I hear it as a teacher from students, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they're still learning, they're growing, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make them successful and get them out of this habit. Even adults say this. When it comes to doing things, they wait for some motivation of some sort. They say, I'm not motivated. I need a feeling, I don't feel motivated. Brothers and sisters, nothing in this world comes through motivation. It comes now and then. But you can't rely on your life doing things based on, you wait until somehow you get this motivational speech and then you feel pumped. 2 hours later you're back where you were. Or that little bit of coffee they take, or that V bottle that you take, or whatever it is. This doesn't give you the motivation. You need to be disciplined. You need to say to yourself, be quiet, get up and do what needs to be done, and watch how you feel proud of yourself. And number 4, utilize every activity by including something pleasing to Allah. Every activity you do, use it and utilize it in a way that is pleasing to Allah. For example, you want to eat, make a time for your eating. That is a priority. Say Bismillah. Say Bismillah and eat halal, and say Alhamdulillah when you finish. And if you can, eat with your right hand, because eating with your right hand is a sunnah recommended. Eating with your left is disliked, so go for what is recommended. A priority to look after your parents, go ahead and say, oh Allah, accept my good deeds, turn it into worship.